All right, let's dive into this deep dive. We're going to be talking all about StarkNet today. You want to know how it helps Ethereum handle more transactions and why everyone's so excited about it?
It's a big deal.
So StarkNet,
Huge.
it's a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum.
Right.
And for those just joining us,
Yeah.
on the blockchain superhighway, you can think of Ethereum like a really busy road,
Okay.
right? It's totally packed with cars. Everybody wants to get somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's just moving so slow. And that's where StarkNet comes in.
Okay.
StarkNet's like adding these express lanes
I like it.
on top of that existing road.
So we're not getting rid of Ethereum. We're just making it better.
Exactly. Yeah, we're improving it. And it's not just any upgrade, right? We're talking about adding this whole other level of efficiency.
Efficiency and security.
And security, yeah, without compromising
You need both.
reliability of the original road.
That's the key.
So how does it do that?
How do they do that?
I'm going to need you to break this down.
Okay.
Because I don't fully understand all of it.
Okay, sure.
What are zk-Rollups?
Okay, so zk-Rollups, basically, you can think about it like...
In cryptography.
Yeah.
Makes my head spin a little bit.
I know, it's a lot.
So, like,
It's a little confusing.
PLA5.
Okay, so imagine like sending a postcard
Okay.
to confirm a whole conversation instead of like forwarding every single message.
Oh.
So that's basically what a zk-Rollup is.
Okay.
It takes a ton of transactions, bundles them all up together off the main Ethereum chain, and then sends back this like really nice little proof that says everything's good, everything checks out.
Interesting.
And it's secure, it's efficient.
So it's like we can have our cake and eat it too.
Piece of
We can
cake.
have speed and security.
You got it.
Okay, so for our listener, that means faster transactions, lower fees,
Way lower.
and all the security that Ethereum is known for.
That's the key. That's what we want.
Yeah, nobody wants to lose that.
Exactly.
Okay, I need to know how this actually happens.
Okay,
What is going on under the hood
let's take a peek under the hood.
of StarkNet?
So first you have the StarkNet sequencer,
Okay,
and this is like the conductor
Yes.
of our express lanes.
got it.
They're executing all those transactions,
Keeping that traffic flowing.
keeping the traffic flowing exactly.
I like it.
And then we have the StarkNet prover, and this is where the magic happens.
All right, hit me.
This is the cryptography stuff.
What is it doing? Why is it so special?
So the prover uses something called a Stark proof,
Okay.
and this is like a mathematical guarantee
Wow,
that every single transaction is legit.
that's great.
No funny business.
We love to hear that.
And as these transactions are happening,
Yeah.
it creates what's called an execution trace.
Okay.
And this is basically a detailed log of every single
So
state.
it's like a receipt.
Like a receipt, exactly.
Thing that happened.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
And then any changes to the system state, that gets captured in the state diff.
Okay.
And so this, along with that super secure proof that we talked about,
Yeah.
this gets sent back to the main Ethereum blockchain. And this is the final step,
Got it.
what we call secure settlement,
Secure settlement.
which keeps everything in sync and keeps your assets secure.
So we have this whole system working behind the scenes to make Ethereum faster,
That's right.
more efficient.
More efficient?
But what can we actually do with it?
What can we do with it? That's the exciting part.
That's what I really want to know.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about the real world stuff.
Okay.
So we've built these express lanes
Yeah.
with StarkNet on top of Ethereum.
We have.
What's driving on these lanes?
Yeah, what's going on?
What are we using this for?
So many things. It's really exciting.
What are some of the cool like destinations?
We've got DeFi,
Okay.
NFTs, gaming,
Okay.
all supercharged by StarkNet.
So let's break down
Let's do it.
some of these use cases.
Okay.
Let's start with DeFi.
All right.
What does this mean for DeFi?
Brilliant.
For our listener out there
Yes.
who wants to,
Make some trade.
make those trades.
What does it mean for them?
So for DeFi, right now,
Mm-hmm.
you're used to these like gas fees on Ethereum,
Yeah, it's pricey.
painful gas fees.
Sometimes.
And with StarkNet, those could be a thing of the past.
Really?
Yeah, we're talking way lower fees.
Okay.
Faster transactions.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. So it's going to open up
That's huge.
a whole new level of accessibility, I think, for
Yeah.
your everyday user.
Totally.
You could be sending like micropayments,
Yeah.
doing all kinds of cool stuff for a fraction of the cost.
Wow. Okay, so that's DeFi.
That's DeFi.
Let's move on
Let's
to
go on to that.
NFTs.
NFTs. Everyone loves NFTs.
What does this mean for
Okay.
the NFT marketplace?
Yeah.
For artists,
Artists, collectors.
collectors.
It's going to be huge.
What's it going to look like?
So right now,
Mhm.
it's expensive to mint and trade NFTs.
Yeah,
It can be really pricey.
it can be.
with StarkNet,
Yeah.
those gas fees, they're going to be much lower.
Okay.
So it's going to be much easier
So it's going to open up
than
the whole ecosystem.
to participate. Exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's exciting.
What about gaming?
Gaming.
How is StarkNet going to revolutionize
This is a big one.
the gaming industry?
Huge. So what are we talking about here?
We're talking about no lag time
Okay.
for your in-game purchases.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Nobody likes to wait
No one wants to wait.
for their game.
Exactly.
Especially if you're in the middle of something.
Exactly.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
So we're making things faster,
Yes.
cheaper.
Cheaper.
What about the price of StarkNet?
The price.
What are the experts saying?
So
How do we...
predicting the price of crypto,
Right.
it's really hard.
It's like predicting the weather.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
But what are some of the things that are going to
Go ahead.
impact the price?
So adoption's a big one.
Okay.
The more people using StarkNet,
Yeah.
the more valuable it's going to be.
Makes sense.
Basic supply and demand.
Right.
And then market sentiment.
Okay.
Crypto is driven by hype.
Yeah.
One tweet can send prices through the roof.
It's a roller coaster. Exactly. It's a roller coaster ride.
Gotta love it.
Buckle up.
Okay, what else?
Competition.
Right?
StarkNet's not the only player in the game.
There's others out there.
We've got zk-Sync. We've got Optimism.
So they have to stay ahead of the game.
They have to constantly be innovating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a big one too.
Huge.
And
yeah.
then-
Regulations.
Oh yeah, regulations.
Governments are still trying to figure this whole thing out.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, big question mark.
Big question mark.
Okay, so we talked about how StarkNet
Yeah.
is adding these express lanes.
We have.
But even express lanes can have their limits.
For sure.
What are some of the
What are some of the challenges?
challenges?
Yeah, let's get into that.
Challenges. Yeah, let's get into those.
So one of the things that came up was
Mhm.
this risk of centralization,
Okay.
and especially in these early stages.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about the
Yeah.
StarkNet sequencer?
Yeah, like our traffic conductor.
Like the traffic conductor. Exactly.
keeping everything running smoothly.
So if they have too much control,
Right.
that could be a problem
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
because we want things to be decentralized.
Right. That's the point of all of this.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's something
It's definitely something to keep an eye on,
to keep in mind. Yeah.
especially as things develop.
Okay, cool. So we covered a ton of ground today.
We did.
We talked about how StarkNet works,
You got into the tech.
the tech, the nitty-gritty,
Yeah.
real world applications,
The use cases.
potential price impact,
Always a fun one.
and some of the challenges.
We had to
Keep it real.
Yeah. Always got to be.
Can't be all sunshine and roses.
Well, sometimes it is in crypto,
That's true every now and then.
but we got to keep it real.
We do.
So for our listener out there,
Yeah, what are the key takeaways?
what are they walking away with?
What should they be thinking about?
What should they be thinking about after listening to this deep dive?
Well, I think the main thing
Yeah.
is that StarkNet has the potential
Okay.
to be a game changer.
Okay, we like the sound of that.
Not just for Ethereum,
Yeah.
but for the whole blockchain space.
A whole thing.
Oh, man, imagine a world
Okay.
where these decentralized applications are accessible to everybody.
Right.
Transactions are fast, they're cheap.
Innovation can just flourish.
That's the dream.
That's the dream. That's the goal.
That's what we're all working toward.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
But as always,
Yeah.
got to be careful out there.
Gotta be careful.
Do your own research.
Yeah.
Understand the risks.
Don't invest more than you can afford to lose.
Exactly.
Words to live by,
Especially in the crypto space.
especially in the cryptoverse.
That's right.
Well, on that note,
Yeah.
it's time for us to wrap up this deep dive
It's been a pleasure.
into StarkNet.
As always.
It has been a pleasure.
Until next time.
To our listeners out there.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us. We really hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.